Hello, my name is Michelle Manning, and I will be presenting my project of increasing enrollment in Head Start to maintain federal funding. The company my project is based off of is North Arkansas Development Council, or NADC Head Start. The Head Start division started in 1967, and it includes 5 counties in the Northeast Arkansas region: Izard, Sharp, Independence, Fulton, and Stone counties. Nationally and locally, Head Starts have seen lower enrollment since 2011 to 2012 and 2012 to 2013 school years. In order for Head Start centers to stay open and not lose any funding, the centers must meet the enrollment guidelines. The purpose of this project is to identify reasons why enrollment has been lower the past few years. Then present a solution that will increase and maintain enrollment within the federal guidelines so that NADC Head Start will be able to have adequate funding and keep the doors open. Some problems that occur when enrollment is low is that we of course have lower numbers than previous years. When you have less students coming in, therein turnout is less and it is less need for staffing. When enrollment stays at a low level, the budgets are the first to go, which can make the teaching process even harder when you're on a limited budget. This leads to less activities and supplies for the children, which could also lower interest in and have less enrolled students. The staff can also take a hit because there is also less or sometimes even no staff raises whenever the budgets are low. This slide shows a graph based on the percentage of enrolled 3- and 4-year-olds in different programs or no program at all. As you can see, for the 3-year-olds, only 8% are enrolled in Head Start, with 11% of the 4-year-olds enrolled. For my research portion of this project, I sent home surveys with the parents and guardians of current students. These surveys covered demographic information, some different ways in which it was best for them to receive the information, and then offered a blank space for any suggestions that they may have. This slide shows what the survey is for and what the questions are. The first question pertaining to the age of the parent or guardian. This slide was just a continuation of the survey, which highlights more demographic information as well as how the parent or guardian heard of Head Start, how they best receive information, would they recommend Head Start, and how they feel would be the best way to reach out to other parents and guardians wishing to enroll their children. And so for the results of our survey. We got some great feedback. We sent out 40 surveys and received 33 back. And of those 33 returned, 10 contained helpful comments. The majority or 29 of the surveys returned were filled out by parents, with 4 surveys being completed by a legal guardian. All of the parents and guardians surveys agreed that phones are the best way to contact, with 12 of them listing an email as the second way to use contact. We were happy to find that all return surveys stated that they would recommend Head Start to other families. When it came to suggestions, the main focus was that we needed better advertising, with better access to pamphlets being the next reason. Some of the areas of concern that we determined is that we do not have enough advertising. Most of the enrolled students we receive came from word of mouth. Access to the pamphlet seems to be limited for parents and guardians looking to enroll their children. These pamphlets can provide the information these parents and guardians are seeking, which are the benefits of NADC Head Start, and also just getting the word out for those that didn't even know Head Start existed. The recommendations are for NADC to advertise on local radio and in the newspaper, as well as have the staff distribute pamphlets. Cave City School District has a radio station called Caveman Radio. Since NADC Head Start is on Cave City School grounds, the ad can be advertised for free. As for the newspaper ad, the Batesville Daily Guard has an advertising package for only $35 a month. The pamphlets are already made by NADC and can be distributed by staff to markets, restaurants, and gas stations. So what are the benefits of these recommendations? For starters, people will know that NADC Head Start is a free program, which is open to anyone meeting age requirements. By using radio and newspaper advertising, NADC can use a multi-portal approach to reaching the parents and guardians of potential students. Since Caveman radio advertising is free, the funds that would have been used can be used for other means of advertising and for projects. The last benefit is that by reaching this many families, the enrollment roster can be filled and even a waiting list created to fill future spots. So all in all, are these effective ways of increasing enrollment? I believe that the ideas presented will reach thousands of potential students and their families. Of course, not all will enroll, but I believe that the multiple ways of reaching out gives a higher chance that this project will take all the staff working together. But as long as teamwork is achieved, the plan will go smoothly and easily. So next, you may be wondering how much all of this will cost. The great thing about this plan is that the total cost to NADC will only be about $35 a month for the newspaper ad. The radio advertisement and the pamphlets are both free. This plan should be implemented immediately. The sooner we get started, the sooner we can start increasing our numbers. The proposed plan can be presented to the NADC director for approval, and upon approval, moved to the board for final approval. Once approved, NADC can decide on their advertising approach for the radio and newspaper. Extra pamphlets can be printed and sent to all the Head Start centers and then distributed by staff. This will be an ongoing project, so future research will be needed to compare the data from enrollment to make sure that the advertising is an effective tool. So with all of this information in mind, I would like to ask you to go green and agree with these recommendations. Thank you for your time and attention today.